All right, Wolfpack, y'all ready? Testing 1, 2. Here we go. Yeah. Hey, people, how you doing? It's your man, Tim Black. You tunes into the Tim Black Show. We're ready. It's crazy. Okay, guys, so if you're new to the show, this is the Tim Black Show. I'm your host, and we got a lot going on. In case you didn't notice, there's a lot going on right about now. I want to say hello to my people on Periscope, Facebook, and YouTube. Let's check out YouTube first. YouTube, you guys okay? What's up, Johnsons? You guys good? Got my Johnsons on YouTube. How y'all doing? What's up, Brian? What's up, Elaine, Blaine, Loud, David, Joe, Sean, L.A., the squad, +1, Letitia, Shauna, good to have you, Brave, Joe Famous, John. What's up, John? Brave. I said Brave. John. So many names. Brad. What's up, Brad? Thank you, Brad, for being a moderator. Thank you, Tim Black's Wolfpack. Father Possum, Chris Smith, and Mark LaPrade. Dallas Taylor, my friend. Hey, Catherine Rodriguez, DK. Zelda. We're in the house. Tammy LeBlanc is in the house. Thank you, Wolfpack, Tammy LeBlanc. Tim Flowbug, you, Sean, whole crew, guys. We got a lot of love on YouTube right now. Hey, guys, YouTube, let the world know you're here. Please share this on your social media. Let them know we out here tonight. We got a lot to talk about. Yeah, we got a lot to discuss, don't we, guys? All right, mixtape Wheezy. Ooh, not that. What's up with Wheezy? All right, John, thank you for being here. YouTube people. Urban Media. All right, now. Timoteo. Cordero. All right, guys. What's up, Jera? What's up, True Vision? What's up, We Curry Signs? Where's We Curry Signs at? Okay. Chaotic Poodle. All right, guys. Bose Einstein, welcome to the show, man. Thank you for being here, holding me down. Thank you, Rob and Spencer. Got the whole crew. Okay, guys, let me go to Facebook. Make sure my Facebook people are good. Facebook, you guys okay? How you feeling? Edward, what's up, Edward? What's up, Barbara? What's up, Turin and Susan? Dory, welcome, Samantha and Candice. Who else we got? We got Paula, Susan, Augustine, Julie Nelson, Paula Smith, Lynn Tucker, Thomas. All right, El Sir. Levi. What's up, Levi? What's up, Sandra? We looking good on Facebook. Please share it, Facebook. Deb Clark. Dolores. Deb says, be ready, Tim. I'm ready. Michael Gale. Looking good, Cedric. What's happening, Stephanie? Let's roll with it, Edward. You ready? Thank you. Let's roll, guys. We're looking good on Facebook. Share it on Facebook. Share it on YouTube. Share it on Periscope. Periscope love. Got any Periscope people out here tonight? Periscope. Hellkite199 says, Hispanics for 10 black. I love you, man. Or man, woman, YouTube, Johnsons. We're all Johnsons. Let's go with Johnsons. Because I don't know. We all one. It's going to take all of us. It's going to take a village. What's up, Alex Brown? What's happening? 100. All right, guys, look. We're right at the doorway, aren't we? We are right at the moment of impact. And I don't know what's going to happen, but I got a prediction, and we're going to say that prediction, all right? Because I have my own feelings about what's going to take place, right? And we're going to rock it tomorrow as well. You know what I'm saying? But guys, check this out. 5150 in the house. 5150. I'm going to get Corey Holcomb on here one time. I had FaZe Love. I had Zoe. We're gonna get Corey, and we're gonna get Corey on this joint, hopefully. When he want to come talk that politics and just tell the truth about it. Let's do this, guys. Okay, so I got a couple stories I'd like to get to. Tonight's gonna be prediction night. We ain't gonna hold no punches. We're gonna tell it like it is. Somebody gotta do it. Somebody got to do it, damn it. Somebody got to tell the truth. I want to say what's up to my little brother out there. What's up, Cool? I got to say what's up to my big brother, Eugene, my big brother, CJ in the house, my man, Shake in the house. Yeah, my people, man, they be like, yo, Tim, man, why you didn't see me in the comment section, yo? They be getting mad at me. My man Shake was mad, like, yo, Tim, I was in my feelings, man. I know you since you was, I know your mama. I know your mama, Tim. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give love up to my people, man. Like I got people in the real world I know that who grew up with a brother. They'd be like, "What's up, Tim, man? I seen you on YouTube. What's up, man? You guys ready? Wolfpack, y'all ready?" All right, so there's been a lot of polls going on, right? Everybody wants to be able to determine who's going to win this election. Polls are full in effect. And this time, you should believe them because this is different than last time, right? Man, if you put any stock in these polls, if you're going to let your feelings ride on polls, you are crazy, okay? Because these polls are only based on what somebody told them, okay? Now, most people who vote for Trump, everybody's not like the videos we're going to see tonight, okay? Everybody is not brazen. Some people keep their Trump support low. I don't know if you noticed that. Some people keep their Trump support low. And some people say they're going to go out and vote, and they don't go out and vote. They say, I'm going to go out and vote for Biden. Then something happened, like, I don't know, they get a hangnail. Guess I can't go vote. Contrary to what my song says, some black people don't feel like, oh, who cares about the 94 crime bill? Back in 94, I was sticking fools up, man. I was sticking fools up. What I did in 94 ain't who I am now. My song, what that got to do with Biden? And thanks for reminding me, you used to rob black people. What is wrong, man? Look, I'm going to tell it all. I'm going to tell it all. They've been tempted. Why are you telling it all? I like my song. I just had to get him because I saw that video. He was in his feelings, man. Look, brothers are pissed. Sisters are pissed. The whole world is pissed. I saw a white woman losing her damn mind. You better vote for Biden. Cut the shit. Vote for Biden. People are losing their collective minds out here. Trump supporters running people off the road. We're going to talk about it. I had a sister write me. She said, Tim, since you like Trump so much, I'm like, oh, my God. Woo. Please tell that to the Facebook people who be harassing the hell out of me, man. If I talk about Biden, sisters come at me. What, y'all want to date Biden or something? What is up with y'all and Biden? And that's not even true. I'm just saying, like, I get the sisters writing me. If I talk about Biden, they're like, you're a Trump supporter, aren't you? Yeah, I'm like, just dumb. So I can't be, like, I can't discuss politics. You know what? This is my bad. I'm getting bigger. There's going to be people who saw a 1-minute video and to figure out they know the whole life of a brother. You know what I'm saying? They have me summed up in 1-minute videos. That's how they do it. And this is my own fault. There I go thinking that people will have the attention span longer than a gnat. You know? They don't. And then they write you. It took her longer to write that shitty DM than it would have took her to watch the video to hear me slam Trump and slam Biden. But she'd rather take her time crafting this perfectly horrific DM about how horrible I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like cops. I don't like attorney generals. Name attorney general I should like. Where you grow up at? Where you grow up at? I want to know. I want to ask. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I went on a tangent. I'm sorry. I was, being myself. I'm sorry. Okay. So these polls. Back to the polls. Bust to the polls. To the polls. Okay, here we go. Don't trust the polls. The polls are telling you one thing. I'm not saying the polls are wrong, but I'm saying this. I don't trust polls. Okay? Now, North Pole or South Pole, stripper pole, I don't trust polls. Me and polls, I don't trust them. Okay? There's only good as the data that's going in. I don't trust people to tell the truth. Exit polls are off based on all the ballots that get thrown away. A lot of stuff happens, okay? Our system is shit. I know a lot of y'all been laid up in the Democratic, watch a lot of MSNBC and CNN. They didn't tell you that our polls suck and that our elections are borderline invalid. They never told you that. See, that's the part you don't know. You make a video and you hope and holler about what we got to do, earthquake, but you don't know, brother. You don't know our elections are horrible, brother. They're not even fair at all. They shut down polling places like a liquor store in the hood. Those are open. They shut down polling stations like business development centers in the hood. Get what I'm saying? Like, that's what they do. Brother, you don't know these? You don't know? So this is what happens when people be doing, their whole careers are based on doing jokes, fart jokes and butt jokes, and then they want to jump in politics like, hey, I'm here. This is what y'all doing? I could do this too. Let me talk about this too. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard people get a lot of hits off this. Let me watch this video. Okay, I got it. Vote for Biden. Don't even know anything. And don't care to know. All right. I'm being harsh. Here goes a video about the polling so you know where we are. Then we'll talk about it. Check it out.
These are the states that ultimately are likely to decide the election, and they show Joe Biden with a 6-point lead.
Essentially, it's taking a poll just of the 12 battleground states. And one of the things, our lesson learned from 4 years ago, don't stop polling. We stopped polling the Saturday before the election in 2016. A lot of movement happened. So this time, we've kept polling overnight. It shifted 1 point. So yesterday in our national poll that we unveiled on Meet the Press, we had a 6-point lead for Joe Biden in the battlegrounds, 51-45. Overnight, it moved to 51-46, 5 points in the battlegrounds. And 5 points in the battlegrounds, yes, that's within the margin. Now, the president's job rating among these voters is 47%. So his number's at 46. And I keep bringing this up because ultimately, that job rating is going to be his ballot number. So what his job rating is tomorrow, and when we see those exit polls, I promise you, it's all going to be within a point. So that's what we're staring at. But it also means that every one of these battleground states are going to be extraordinarily close tomorrow night, even if they all end up moving in one direction.
And just real quickly, our national poll showed a 10-point spread. Let's go to the map then, Chuck. Let's show us what are the paths.
Well, look, there's one basic path here that is, there we go. This is what we're staring at from over the weekend. Over the weekend, we got news out of Iowa that seems to be leaning red. We've got news from the Trump campaign that says they don't feel good about Wisconsin and Michigan. Ohio, we're going to go ahead and assume Trump hangs on to that. So this is, and we're going to go ahead and give him Texas that he assumes he hangs on to that. So this, to me, is what we're staring at here. We're staring at basically a 5-state race left. And as you can see, the good news for Joe Biden is he just needs one, and it would hit him at 270. Arizona would give him 270, but let's say the president holds on to that. Florida would do it, but let's say the president holds on to that. Georgia would do it. All right, but maybe he holds on to that. North Carolina, maybe holds on to that. And by the way, I have a theory here. These Sunbelt states, evangelical white women are the one group of women that have not softened on the president, and it has kept him in the game down there. And look what this does. This puts us right here. This is the nightmare. Joe Biden does not want us. If this is what we're waiting for, it's going to be a long month. Not a long night, not a long week, but a long month. This is why the Biden campaign, they're very confident. They think they can win this without having to wait for Pennsylvania. Because as you can see, if we're waiting for Pennsylvania, it's lawsuit-a-palooza.
Yeah, that's the issue. I mean, it's because actually what is the state polls in Pennsylvania do show Biden with a lead, but it's within the margin of error.
It's at 5, and I'll tell you, you see there one place where the Republican ticket did well with party registration was in Pennsylvania.
All right, I can't subject y'all to listen to more of that. I can't do that to y'all. I can't make you sit through more of that. I can't do it. That's wrong. This is wrong. Chuck Todd is, I just somebody I would love to throw down, body slam him, just throw him down some stairs or something. I wouldn't really do it, but I would want to do it, man. Okay, so here it is, guys. As you heard in the clip, it's a lot tighter than they say it is. It's a lot tighter, Johnson. It's got some snapback to it, okay? It's got that hot water bottle behind the door with some vinegar and some water in it, okay? I'm trying to tell you that all these people running around like Trump is done and there's nothing to worry about. Wrong, Johnson. Dead wrong. See, this is what pisses me off, man. I'm not saying I know everything. I know a lot of stuff. I've been on politics hard for the last 5 years, okay? Definitely, mostly the last 5 years, since 2015, okay? There are people who are running their mouth about this election who don't even understand the Electoral College picks the president. So they've been on you. They've been yelling at you, you better vote, you better vote. This election is going to come down to 5 places. Arizona, Georgia, Florida, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Arizona, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. That's it right there, baby. That's it, okay? Everything else, Maryland, New Jersey, New York, okay? Okay? You can calm down, Johnson, okay? All that other hoopla and all that noise, all that drama you've been giving people, you don't even understand. It don't even, you could win, you could get more votes and lose like Hillary. Do you understand? Do you understand? You've been yelling at people and not focusing your energy to places it needs to go. Back to my point. Nationally, Joe Biden's winning. Nationally, Joe Biden is winning by 10 points, according to polls. And there's been a lot of early voting, which plays favorably to Joe Biden, okay? Those things, that's true. That's all true. Here's the deal. But since this election is going to come down to swing states, everyone knows it's going to come down to swing states, those national numbers do not mean anything. In fact, they give you a false sense of security that everything going to be all right. Everything going to be all right if you just pray to the gods of the DNC. Everything going to be all right. Because Nancy Pelosi said it. High glory. Okay? No, that's not so, It could not be so. We don't know. That's what elections are for. To be stolen. To play out. Okay, so Chuck Todd was talking about Pennsylvania, the Rust Belt. A lot of people in Pennsylvania, though we've been told time and time again we need to get over the 94 crime bill, and it wasn't just Joe Biden's fault. Okay. There's a lot of white people in Pennsylvania who have not gotten over NAFTA. Hello. See, they can hold on to that. No one will say shit to them. Okay? I haven't seen any white guys coming out telling Pennsylvania, just let go of the fact they took your job away. Forget hey, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, stop talking about your jobs and the plants closing. But see, they would never say that because those are white guys. As if white guys don't go to jail for weed. They do occasionally. The point is this, guys. Pennsylvania's going to be tough. All these places are going to be tough for Joe Biden to win because he's a part of an administration that didn't turn around the jobs in those locations, and he's a part of a party that co-signed on NAFTA, that crafted NAFTA, that sent those jobs elsewhere by outsourcing the country, man. And that's not my fault. That's not your fault. That's just the way it is. And there are people who are still pissed about it. Now, the saving grace that the Democrat Party might have is that some of those people understand that Trump came in and lied to them and told him he had their backs. Imagine him going to West Virginia telling people he's going to bring coal back. And if that didn't happen, then those people are wondering what to do. What to do? Will those people still come out and vote for Trump? Will they vote for Biden? Or will they just stay home? See, that's the part that people are missing. That's the part people are missing. But since the early ballots are coming in, according to everything I've been reading, there's been a lot more early ballots. It's been unprecedented. Now, we know that's partly to do to COVID-19, right? So we won't know until Election Day if it's really a surge in voting or did people just vote early because they don't want to come out to the polls physically and voting will be down. We really don't know. No one knows. They have an hypothesis. They have a feeling. Their big toe is swelling up. Their nose is itching. I don't know. You know? They don't know. They got hunches. So that's the deal with these election polls. I'm not saying it's a good thing, lady who wrote me. I don't know I'm not saying it's a good thing. I think it's a horrible thing. I think it's horrible that we got to choose between these two people. You understand what I'm saying? I think it's a travesty that you and I are arguing over which one of us are horrible when it comes down to these people who neither one of us really like. Okay, that's what's bad. Okay? We're at each other's throats trying to pick between two bad candidates, and we have no control over it at all. Okay, so that's the deal. That's the deal with the polls. What's going to happen tomorrow, I don't know, but we will be here to cover it. We'll be here live. We'll talk about it. We'll open up phone lines. We'll do the whole thing, Johnson. Okay? So be here tomorrow to have that conversation about the polls as they come in. But we still have more to talk about in regards to that. Some people say that Donald Trump may steal the election. Some people say that Donald Trump may steal the election, that this is all going to come down to how much the Republicans do to snatch away this fake democracy. Once again, it infuriates the hell out of me that there are people who are jumping into these conversations who don't realize how far down we've been. How far gone this country has been when it comes to elections. You just woke up. Man, I got a crash course in 2016. I got a crash course about the voting machines, about ballots going missing, but no one said anything. And we're talking about the primaries. So I learned my lesson in 2015 during the primaries. It did not get fixed. So time should have been spent on that, but here we go. That's beside the point. Will Trump steal the election? Well, I can tell you this. There are going to be some pissed off people either way, and what we're seeing across the country, with Trump supporters, they're not getting it. They're not getting it at all, Johnson. The Trump supporters are not getting it. And I wonder why they're not getting it. Oh, I know why they're not getting it. One is they're uneducated. And I'm not saying that Biden supporters are educated, because they're not educated either. If they were educated, they probably wouldn't be Biden supporters. I'm just keeping it real. They'd be flip a coin, or they'd be, if they would at least be reluctant supporters. If you're not a reluctant supporter of either one of these guys, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, if you're not reluctantly supporting these two candidates, if you support these two candidates, because you can go independent or vote Green Party. But if you're supporting Joe Biden or you're supporting Trump and you're not reluctantly doing so, almost to the point where someone's got the barrel of a gun at your forehead and is leaving a big mark on your dent on your forehead, like if you're not reluctant, I don't even want to know you, because that means you are so far gone, man. You are you 5 bottles short of a 6-pack. You are really gone. You are really watching way too much of whatever news source you've been watching. Whoever that is you've been watching, don't you ever watch it again, okay? So here we go, guys. But based on what I've been seeing lately, Trump supporters are taking the cake, man. Trump supporters have lost their damn minds, Johnson. I told you I was going to talk about it. What the hell is this?
They were protecting his bus yesterday because they're nice. So his bus, they had hundreds of cars. Trump, and the American flag. That's it. You see Trump and American flag. Do you ever notice when you see the other side? I don't even see much of the other side.
President Trump with that praise of a caravan of his supporters harassing a bus belonging to Joe Biden's campaign. Video of the incident from Friday showed Trump supporters surrounding the Biden campaign bus with their vehicles in Texas. The Biden campaign said the pro-Trump trucks tried to run the bus off the road as it traveled from San Antonio to Austin. Trump tweeted praise for the supporters involved.
Look at that, knocking the cars out of the way.
And then, quote, in my opinion, these patriots did nothing wrong. Instead, the FBI and justice should be investigating the terrorists, anarchists, and
blah, blah. Just,
my Lord.
Willie, is this really where?
All right. Poor Trumpies. What are y'all thinking about, man? See, this to me is an indication that the Trump campaign is not doing so well, and that Trump supporters are worried. Yeah, they're worried, man. Do you think if Trump supporters were confident right now, they would be running people off the road or attempting to run people off the road? Which I'm not even 100% positive that's what they're doing, but they are trying to impede the progress of that bus. Whilst you surround the vehicle, you're either trying to stop it or misdirect it. So let's not act like there's nothing going on. I don't see footage to prove they tried to wreck it. I can't see that here, but it does look like they're not giving it an escort to wherever it wants to go, Johnson. They're not doing it a favor. So delusional Fox viewer, pull your head out your ass. Now back to my larger point. Trump supporters are worried, man. They're sweating bullets. They can't take it. They're under pressure because they believe, they know that Donald Trump's not doing too hot. They're worried. Look, if people who are confident and feel secure that they're going to win an election do not feel the need to get aggressive with the other side. In fact, they let the other side do their thing. Go right ahead, man. Go ahead. You ain't going to make the shot, dog. Am I fouling you when you take your shot if I know you don't have a shot? Logic. If the person who's shooting the ball is a horrible shooter, do you foul them? No. This is a foul. Okay? You're fouling the guy, so now he's got an opportunity for a three-point play. That's what it is. This is a smoking gun, Johnson. And this does not play well for the Trump. Listen to Trump trying his best to make this a positive. This is why Trump's a horrible individual in a lot of ways, because he uses stuff like this. That sound like a Trump supporter to you guys? I don't know. I just said Trump's a horrible person and he uses stuff like this. And this is the reason why he's a horrible person. Because he uses this and he supports it. He says he called them patriots. These are patriots. So anyone delusional about Trump needs to pull themselves out of the delusion, okay? But will it impact the election? I don't know. It's negative publicity going into an election. There are some people who don't like it, who aren't going to like it, Johnson. And I'm not just talking about Trump. I'm not just talking about Biden supporters. Not every Trump supporter is a knuckle-dragging bigot. But every knuckle-dragging bigot, or is that true? We're going to tackle that at the end because I got something for that. So I think that Trump is worried. I think his people are worried. And here goes proof. Or more proof.
How about LeBron? How about basketball? How about LeBron? I felt badly for LeBron. I felt very badly. Down 71%. And that's for the champion. I didn't watch one shot. I get bored. Back, forth, back, forth. You know why? When they don't respect our country, when they don't respect our flag, nobody wants to watch. Nobody. And the NFL is way down. The NFL is way down. You got to stand for our flag. You got to really be great to our flag and to our anthem. And if you don't do that, we're not watching. What a crowd. What a crowd.
That's sad, Johnson. Oh, come on. This is pathetic. This is pathetic. He's reaching. Now, I know Trump rallies, this is typical for him to go after brown people. Trump's been punching at the NFL because he couldn't own the team. He wanted to own the team back in the day. They would not let him buy in. They said he was too crass to be an NFL owner. Okay? So we always know he has a bone to pick. I wonder how many Trump supporters know that about Trump. Trump wanted to own the team. He's had a bone to pick with them ever since. Still, this is getting low. This looks bad. This is not look energized. This is not pumped up, confident Trump. This is Trump worried. Throwing whatever's left in the bucket, the meat bucket at the fans. You know, this, here, take that, you dummy. Here, I don't respect the voters. Here, take that. And they're just gobbling it up like seals. Arr, 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 arr. But this is not confidence. This is not Trump at his finest, his most belligerent. He's not on the roll. This is big. This is D-level Trump. This is not the Trump of 2016, guys. That's all I'm telling you. I watched 2016, and I remember what the energized, pumped up Trump was like. He was sweating. He's worked up a lather, like he about to go 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like he was about to go out there and do the, mix it up. Ah, man, he's looking flat-footed. The only reason why Trump looks good is that it looks like he's energized and pumped up is because he's going against Joe Biden. And we know Joe Biden's... but see, Joe Biden's not known for riling up the crowd and being energized and pumping people up. What I'm telling you is Trump is off a step. And if you don't think he's not off a step, that's because you are delusional or you're suffering from cognitive dissonance because the brother is off a step. Your number 45 ain't keeping it live. 45 is taking a dive. This does not look good. All I'm telling you is, I'm not going to say that those people there aren't eating it up, but even the response from the crowd was not what it usually would be. All I'm telling you is I'm seeing a downturn at the wrong time for Trump. And look. You don't have to believe me, disbelieve it. You don't have to believe me, but you got to believe your eyes, right? What did you see? Did you see pumped up people? What did you hear? Were these people excited? He's throwing them the raw meat of the NFL, throwing them the raw meat of LeBron James. And it was meager at best, the response he got from the crowd. This is not typical of a Trump rally that's energized at the last 11th hour. Folks, this is 11th hour. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling the electricity. I'm not feeling like Trump is ready to take it to the House. So, I was watching SNL, and they were doing what they normally do, right? You know, mock Trump, make fun of Trump, which is good to a certain extent. But every once in a while, you need to circle around and kind of hit the other side, too. Kind of keep it honest a little bit, you know? But SNL, like many other mainstream media or comedy, decided, well, you know what? We can't do that because we're afraid of the Democrats, we're afraid of the liberal elite, we're afraid of all this stuff, right? So they can't keep it real. But one thing they have been doing is they've been mocking and making fun of, you know, of anybody who supports Donald Trump. Now, I get that totally. I think you should make jokes of whoever you want to make jokes of. But Ice Cube was pretty pissed off at this skit on SNL. And the reason why I want to cover it is because they're doing it again. When I say they're doing it again, they're going to the old playbook. When I say they, I mean the Democrats are going to the old playbook of blame the black guy. Blame the black guy. Blame the black guy. It's the easiest scapegoat. Carrot's here telling us a Halloween story, and he has one playing as Ice Cube, the other playing as Lil Weezy, right? And that's all fun and games. But at the end of the day, they're saying that these two rappers support Trump for money. First of all, I know Cube doesn't support Trump. So it's cold-hearted, man, that they would even throw Cube in the mix with Lil Weezy, because they're totally different people, right? That's disrespectful. But this is what I mean by I say they're going back to the old playbook. This election will not be decided by Lil Wayne or by Ice Cube. This election won't be decided even by rappers. Believe it or not, as much focus as rappers are getting, what about, I don't know, country western singers? I bet you pretty much every country western singer is a supporter of Donald Trump, probably. Just based on demographics. Coming from a red state. You know, coming from Republican-held districts. No one talks about it. What I'm saying is, what I keep saying, what I've been saying since I've been covering politics, from this cycle, same thing. Blame the black guys, but at the end of the day, this election is going to come down to who white women and white men vote for. It's not going to come down to the 13% population of black people, which probably only 8% can even vote, still had their voting rights. I don't know. I mean, really, guys, what's the percentage of black voters comes down to? And we all know 90% of those votes are going to go to the Democrat. So, but still, for some reason, large amounts of segments, large amounts of coverage has been hinging on black people, and black men particularly, as if we make a decision, as if we run the country. We don't run the country. We don't run the media. Hell, most of the rappers don't even run their own labels. They barely got their masters. Their masters to their records. And still, SNL and the rest of them, all of them, are making this about who Lil Wayne likes or who Ice Cube likes. I wonder what Jeff Bezos likes. I wonder who Jeff Bezos is pulling for. I wonder who Bill Gates is pulling for. No one has that conversation. Oh, that's a conversation no one's likely to have. I wonder who Rupert Murdoch, we already know, don't we? See, people that really control things, who are actually the people who have sway, instead of worrying about who has sway, they're worrying about who sway is going to vote for. Instead of worrying about who has access or power to give out jobs, they're worrying about Charlemagne the God, who is going to vote for. Like, this is ridiculous. At the end of the day, it's not going to come down to who, as much as you want to turn on each other, and be as much as black people are turning on each other, and as much as these liberals are turning on black people, at the end of the day, it's up to them. It's up to their cousins. Instead of talking to Ice Cube and Weezy, you need to talk to your cousins. I said it. Talk to your cousins, Amanda. Talk to your cousins, Cody. That's who you need to talk to, not Daquan. So, we're getting down to it. No one wants to keep it real about the real state of America and where we are. No one wants to have a real conversation that, yes, this is an important election, but every election is important. But already they're scapegoating a certain group of people to make it their fault if their team doesn't win. And in a way, Republicans are doing it too. Republicans are saying black people need to just come out of the Democratic plantation because our plantation is much better. Come to our plantation. We got the best plantation. If both of them are plantations, I don't know how we could be excited about either one. I want to be free, Johnson. I don't know about you. So that election is tomorrow. And I got a prediction. I'm not going to string it out, guys. This is the way I see it. I believe that Donald Trump, if enough votes come in early, where it doesn't need to go to, if they don't need to go count all the ballots, and it doesn't need to be taken to the courts, if it doesn't need to be raked over the coals, if we know by tomorrow night, if we know early, it's sort of like what Bernie Sanders said. If by the end of the night we already know when we know who won. That's right. If we know by the end of the night, we know who won. That person will not be Trump if we know by the end of the night. But if this thing stretches, if we have a repeat of 2000, where this thing goes to the cards, the scorecards, if they're going to pull up the tape, if they're going to show video and dash cam footage, this don't look good for Biden. That's right. But if we know right away, it's Biden. Biden wins. If it goes to the tapes, it's Trump, because I don't trust the courts. Now, people saying, Tim, why do you think that Biden could win? Look, I didn't think that Hillary was going to beat Trump. I could feel it. I covered it. I knew that the liberals and the Democrats were having a false insecurity about Hillary Clinton. I knew that people didn't like her. Hell, it was way worse than Joe Biden. Guys, the hate for Hillary was way worse than Joe Biden. There are people who don't like Joe. They make fun of Joe, but it's not like they hate Joe. I mean, all the rhetoric you hear people saying about the 94 crime bill, they really don't hate Joe as much as you think. People got questions. Even some of my most ardent opposers to criminal justice or to the mass incarceration who are fighting for criminal justice reform, even those people I brought on the show was basically like, we got to get rid of Trump. And that's where their focus was. So those people are voting against Donald Trump. And don't get it twisted, that's a powerful tool. Then add on top of that COVID-19, and I don't care who you are. If you're the person who's got the top job, when people start dying, people going to blame you. Particularly if you're dumb enough to come out and not have your CDC, and not be in line with your CDC, then you look like an idiot. If you're going to come out and not wear a mask and make comments that can be interpreted like you don't believe in masks, and there's no way for you to prove that the deaths aren't related to COVID-19. I mean, it's a lot. It's a steep hill. So here's what we got. We got people out of work, people unemployed, people already were unemployed, people were underemployed already. Okay, forget the job numbers. Trump ran on job numbers being garbage back in 2015. You can't trust them. Then when he gets elected, all of a sudden, a bunch of Trump supporters now believe those numbers that Trump says you should never believe. You add on top of that, we got COVID-19. Add on top of that, he's running against not Hillary Clinton, who's iconically disliked because of a long history. We got Joe Biden, who's not as deplorable or as hated. He's just disliked and tolerated. And then also Joe Biden has the benefit of having proximity to Barack Obama, who is also favorably appreciated by some segments or large segments of the black community at least. And even to the larger community. So we can't discount that. Hillary didn't have that. In fact, she was the same one who was saying borderline racist shit about Barack back in 2008 that people hadn't forgotten about. Don't tell me that didn't hurt her vote. It did hurt her vote. So this is a different election. And for all those reasons, guys, for everything I just listed, I believe once again that if we know early, if it's called early, it's Biden. If it goes to scorecards, if it goes to courts, if it gets challenged, if we're in for another 2000, Bush and Gore, I think Trump takes the day at the end of the day. Now, the broader issue is, will America survive it? That's right, will the Trumpist head explode? Well, I don't know if it will or not, but I know this. We're about to find out if our police, if Biden wins, we're about to find out just how racist and how much we need true police reform. You know what? There are a lot of folks who are on the fence about us needing to revamp our police force, to defund the police, reallocate resources. I think we should get better police and pay them more and get rid of the garbage. What I mean by that, everybody don't need a job carrying a gun. And everybody don't need a job. We need to have an elite police force. And we need to have more professionals, and that's just police being called for issues, particularly issues that involve someone with a mental history, okay? But we're about to find out just how horrible our police force is. And America's going to have to deal with and reckon with what happens after this. Because if Biden wins, I already know there's going to be some acting up on behalf of these patriots that Donald Trump called them. He called them patriots. Patriots. Those patriots are going to act a damn fool, and we're going to see what our police force is going to do. And then we'll see if we get more people who are on the side of doing some revamping of our police force. Now, I'm not saying any of that will happen because, well, we got Cop Mala, who probably locked up more black people and more poor people. California is a huge state. It's like a country. She oversaw the incarceration of hundreds of thousands of citizens and laughed about it. And then we got Joe Biden, who wrote the crime bill, who had his finger, his paws on every piece of mass incarceration legislation back to the 80s, I think. But people only focus on one bill. And then they discount that. So what that guy will do, the guy who doesn't support defunding the police, he doesn't even support basically restructuring it. Just having some ride-alongs and telling people to shoot them in the leg, don't shoot them in the head. That's his way of throwing us a bone on police reform. Well, we'll see what kind of bones Joe Biden throws us if he becomes president. We'll see what the Democrats really want to do. Now, we've never had this conversation, guys. I never felt the need to have it. But it's come down to the point where people got to tell the truth, man. Donald Trump did not invent racism. But in my lifetime, Donald Trump has perfected the use of racism. Donald Trump did not invent bigotry. But as far as politics, he's used it to a T. People who don't admit that, and I don't value that. I don't think that they're actually being honest, because he has. But here's the thing that pisses me off. Some of the bigotry that we've been seeing, all of it isn't Republican. You know, when people cite the bubble up of the racist under Donald Trump. They omit all the cop shootings and police shootings that took place under Obama. They also, but more currently, they omit that some of the Karens that I saw, they looked like they were liberals. Yeah, it looked like they were liberals. Some Karens were not, like, don't get me wrong, there were a couple that were obviously Trump supporters, like the family, the couple with the guns that came out of their expensive home and threatened everybody, brandishing weapons because they were walking up their sidewalk or whatever, walked into their community. Those were Republicans. But like the Karen in the park with the dog who called the cops on the bird watcher, she looked like a liberal living in New York. So some of these Karens that you say Trump created weren't Trump people. They were liberals. They were Joe Biden voters. They were Hillary supporters. A lot of the Karens that you saw were Hillary supporters. But it's nice and tidy for you to make everything bad Trump related. So we're all going to get a nice wake-up call if things go quick. If things go quick and Biden's elected, hopefully we'll all be here to see it all. I'll be here to talk about it. You'll be there to troll it. You'll be there to comment on it as well for those who got sense. I want to see. I'm excited to see. With all of these people who came out, we need to get rid of Trump. I'm excited to see what you'll have to say when it's back in Democratic hands and the shit don't change. Because it was never just about Trump. It was about this country, and it's about the reality of the attitudes of the people in this country. Because they weren't showing it to you when it was under Obama. Doofus. It was all happening under Obama. The kids in cages, not a new thing. Cages were built under Obama. That's where he got them. It's not a phenomena. He amped it up, he ratcheted it up, but they existed. No one was talking about it. If you watched this show, you heard about it, because I had Hispanic brothers call in and complain about it. But no, you watch some MSNBC, CNN, and you have no idea. We had cops under Obama who wanted to turn in bad cops who ended up losing their pensions. And no one talked about it until Trump got in office. It's not Trumpian issue. It's not a Trump-created issue. So what you have is a media that only talks about the ills of our society and the victims of our society when it suits the party that they support. And it's your job, if you're going to be talking to people, to know these things and to communicate it so that you inform people. Not just make yourself more popular. Not just get more followers on Instagram. Not just get bigger on YouTube and on Twitter. But actually, if you give a damn. And I'm not just talking about my folks on Instagram, my brothers on Instagram, and sisters on Instagram. There's also a lot of actresses in Hollywood, right, who don't know anything about policy, don't give a damn about policy, and have been basically lap dancing for Joe Biden for any dumb reason, who don't care to know any of the issues. But all those issues have still existed. They existed way before Trump. They existed way before Biden. Well, not way before Biden. Shit, Biden's 100. So is Trump. But Trump wasn't in politics until 4 years ago. And if you think the country has gone this bad in 4 years, you're delusional. If Trump really, guys, just think logically. If Trump really came in and destroyed this country in 4 years, we ain't have a country. If one guy could come in 4 years, cause all the devastation that you've seen, then we don't have a country, Johnson. How can one guy come into a country, come to politics in 4 years and destroy every institution if those institutions are already corrupt and destroyed? Think about it. How can one guy come to be elected in the greatest, biggest, richest, most powerful superpower, that's what they call it, whatever word you want to use, that sounds really white supremacist. You get my point, right? Am I making sense? Is it making sense? Is it sinking in? And me saying it does not make me a Trump supporter. I want you to think. Think. How can one guy, they killed MLK. They killed JFK. They killed Lincoln. How can one guy, once again, how the hell can one guy who's never been a senator, a dog catcher, a mayor, a hall monitor before, come to politics and in 4 years destroy the environment, jobs, civility, whatever the fuck that is? Like we were walking hand in hand, holding hands. Everybody's hanging out and drinking Tang together. Sunny D? What's up, Sunny D? Yeah, right. And it's just people are delusional. It was already some shit. It was already a bunch of bigots and racists and jackasses. It was already going to hell in a handbasket. I'm not defending him. I'm just telling you to think. All that being said, Trump's got to go. Yeah, he's got to go, Johnson. Always got to go. He's too bad. He helps. He doesn't. He makes it worse. And if my liberal friends or my Democratic supporters or people I know who are Democrats would say that, and most of them do, because the rest of the people can't tolerate me, I can't tolerate them. Most of the Democrats that I know understand what I'm saying and they agree. He didn't invent it, but he makes it worse. And we don't need worse. We need better. And Biden's not better, but he doesn't make it worse. Not in the way that Trump does. And in that way that Trump makes it worse, that needs to cease. Biden also needs to go. Trump's got to go first. Then Biden's got to go. And I'm going to be here to fight for all that shit. Okay? I'm going to be here to fight for it all because I believe they both got to go. But you can't have Biden go before Biden's in and Trump's in, so you got to get him out, and then you got to get Biden out. That's how I see it, guys. I'm not saying that to win a popularity contest. I don't think it does. I'm not saying it because I want you to, because I expect you to be anything other than just listen. Okay? That's it. I don't work for any of these people. I don't work for them. They don't support what I do, but I'm telling you, that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Now, either way, we got to do what we got to do. Either way, whoever wins, we need to work on getting them out. Whichever one of them wins, we need to, the next day, November 4th, if it's called on November 4th, we need to start a plan to get rid of his ass. So for me, nothing changes. But for those people who spent their whole 4 years or the last 4 years shitting on Trump, they're the ones that are in trouble. Because there'll be nothing for them to shit on anymore. They won't. What will they do with themselves? How will they get viewers? What will Rachel Maddow do? Who will they blame next? What will be the boogeyman to draw our attention off the fact that the corporations get bigger and richer and we get poorer? How much longer are we going to be dumb enough to buy into that idea? That it's one guy's fault? How much longer will we believe that? And how much longer will we believe one guy's going to change it all? That's crazy. We got three sections of government and we believe one guy's going to come in and change everything. Or that one guy ruined everything. So there are people who don't blame Obama for what he didn't fix because they say he's just one guy. But then there are people who blame Trump for everything. They go, he's the one guy. And I'm going, y'all don't choose something. Make sense at least. Pretend to be making sense. That makes sense? All right. There goes my prediction, guys. If we know tomorrow, then Biden will be your president. If we don't know tomorrow, then Trump is. But whoever wins, we lose. And we have to immediately turn on the dime and start fighting that person with everything we have to wake up more people to realize we have a system issue, not just a leader issue, not just a person up front issue, but we have a systemic issue that needs to be addressed in this country. And we need all of us to do it. That's why I come up. It would be easier to just play the game and say, "Woo, Trump," or "Woo, Biden," but it's not real. It's just not real, guys. I can't lie to you, man. Come on, Johnson. Wake up. All right. I'm Tim Black. That's what I got for you tonight. Tomorrow we will be covering the results as they come in, as we find out if Joe Biden becomes your president or if Trump remains your president. Either way, we find out just how screwed we are right here on the Tim Black Show. Follow me at Real Tim Black on Facebook and on Twitter. And if you like this content tonight, if you found it valuable, become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack. We're not controlled by the DNC or the RNC. We answer to a higher authority, the people, and that's who we fight for. And we do our best to speak truth to power. We ain't trying to be on nobody's buddy list. That's it. Have some integrity with your punk asses. Have some integrity. Stand for something. And stop falling for the banana in the tailpipe. And keep your cornbread. And know when you're being lied to. You already know. You know. Make no damn sense what these people talking about. All right. Let's go to the comment section. Maybe we got a few people that joined tonight if I'm lucky. Maybe somehow some people found what I said interesting enough to become members of the Wolfpack. And you can always join on Patreon at patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. And let's go to Super Chat. What a night. What a night. Got a few people. Oh, recurring signs came through. Okay, so Black Boy Logic came in. 5150 in the house. That's what's up, man. Thank you, 5150. Like I said, Corey Holcomb is welcome anytime. Come on back, Zoe. Whatever. See what's up, man. I haven't seen my man Faison, but what's up, Faison? Tony D. Hey, Tim, I want to ignore the election until it's over. Can't ignore it, man. Even if you ignore it, it's still going on. You got one more day, brother. Well, shit, it could be another month, but you get what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to be one day. I think it's going to go on a little bit further. CTB channel says, I want to support you a little bit, brother. Keep doing your thing. Can't wait to find out if we're getting stabbed or shot tomorrow. That's right there. That's a logical, that's a reasonable response. What are we doing? Are we getting shot or stabbed? I love it. There you go. That's you. You belong here. See what I'm saying, CTP? This is where you should be. Okay? A person that understands the situation, who believes there are no saints coming to save us, and that there's no devil and no angel and no devil, and it's up to us. That both can be bad. Both can be bad. I know Angela Rye won't tell you, and I know Candace Owens won't tell you, but both can be bad, Johnson. Both can be horrible. Neither one could be a good choice. That's possible. But one choice could be a little worse than the other based on what we know, okay? And I'm sorry, guys, that's Trump. And if you don't believe me, you just don't believe me. And my concern was people going to go back to sleep under Biden. Well, that's my job for you not to. That's my job for you not to. But I can't say that this is the same thing because they're not the same person. But I can say they're both bad for us. Either way, we got to fight, and I want people to be down to do that. Sheldon, keep up the work, Tim. Thank you, Sheldon. Make up things. Y'all Al-Qaeda going to kill folks. They all got schemes. You know what? Them Trump supporters is going to act a fool, need to take their ass to jail. Need to lock them all the hell up. If you put your hands on a poll worker, you put your hands on a voter, if you're intimidating voters, they need to be locked up, full stop. Throw their asses in the clink. Do it the same way you would do a black kid who got a joint walking around. Same way for a black guy shopping in Nordstrom's with some old tennis shoes on. You know how y'all do. You know how they do us. We'll do the Trump supporters who want to be at polling stations intimidating people, do them the same way. Bring the paddy wagon, right? Like they did in Baltimore with my man Freddie Gray. What's up? Throw their asses in the wagon with no seatbelts. Oh, okay. It's okay for Trump to say that's what police need to do to protesters, but it's not okay to say to do to people who are intimidating folks, exercising their right to vote. I don't want anybody to get me twisted on this. Make sure we clear. I don't want people who join this show to have a warped idea about how I feel. Anybody interfering with anyone's ability to vote, intimidating voters, needs to take their ass to jail. Period. So, and that would, yeah. And that's how I feel about that. There you go. Jason says, been waiting on the other stream for it to start. You should tell people Tim Black, please fix people on another stream. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why it keeps doing that. DJ 1995, thank you. I don't know, Jason. I don't know why it creates two streams. Michael Laprado in the house. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate you. We carry signs in the house. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. People just want to, man, I don't know why these people want to kiss ass. Like, what good is lying to people about how you feel? It's going to come out. Be honest. Be real. I keep it real, guys. I'm not here to bamboozle you. Thank you. Welcome to the Wolfpack, Nene. I appreciate it. Glad to have you for joining us. Solid analysis, says Mariposa. Love you, Tim, no matter who wins. Exactly. Ty Jersey in the house. It is up to us. Thanks, Tim. That's right. That's all we got, man. And if we thinking, see, that's where I get pissed, man, because I keep getting the feeling that there's some people who think it's up to Joe Biden, it's up to Kamala. Man, if our futures are really up to Joe Biden and Kamala, we might as well cancel Christmas. I mean, you really think Joe Biden is a game changer? Nah, man, he's a stopgap measure, a temporary stopgap measure. That's all he is. If you think he's more than that, you're part of the problem. If you think Joe Biden is doing nothing else than pushing pause for 2 seconds, that's all he is. Pause. Oh, man, the world's on fire. Pause. Come on, Dame Dash. You know, everything that's going on in this country right now, I'm really getting let down by my peers, man. I'm not talking about media. I'm talking about people like Chuck D. I saw Chuck D. I'm on Instagram. I see Chuck D got a picture of Michelle Obama. He's like, she's so beautiful and she's so fit and she's so smart and she got all these degrees. She's the best. And all I could think was her husband laughed at children with brain damage in Flint and mocked them drinking poison water to help a Republican governor. And somebody I looked up to growing up, Chuck D, revolutionary, is kissing her ass about her looks. And I've never seen you call her out for Flint or that bullshit she does with Oprah or the gaslighting she does about her race. When she's in a position of power to help make changes in our lives, and all she did was talk about be nice to rich people and eat your vegetables. I mean, politics really has a way of showing you who your friends are and who your friends aren't. And it's disgusting, Johnson. Purely disgusting. And that's extra, guys. Kristen, what's up, Kristen? Thank you, Kristen. Christine, thank you, Christine. Kelly, thank you, Kelly. Kelly said, congratulations on the 152,000 subs. Thank you, Kelly. Never Biden, never Trump. That's what I'm telling you. Michael Laprado says, I despise Trump, but a Biden one will be an empty victory. It will be an empty victory, absolutely. And the people that clap for it as if it is a true victory are what we have to worry about. That's the problem. A false sense of security that would be not as catastrophic, but it wouldn't be a good look either. But you know that's what they'll do, right? That's exactly what they'll do. Because half of them don't even know what's going on in this country and don't care. These are entertainers who are making money, and they don't want to upset the apple cart, and all they want to do is secure the bag. And if everybody's concerned about securing the bag, who's securing the future? If everyone's focus is on their bank account, who's going to take into account what's really going on in this country? It's only a few of us, man. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for your support. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be here when we open up phone lines that you call in and speak your truth to power. That's what it is. That's what it's for. It's a Tim Black Show. I love you. I'll see you on the next one. Wolfpack. Anything else?